And welcome back. Well, more pressure on the Long Island Railroad to make the nation's largest commuter rail system fully accessible to disabled riders. As TV 1055's Carolyn Gussoff first reported, several stations leave people who use wheelchairs and walkers stranded.
The demands first came from one disabled veteran, Raymond Harewood, who was stranded in his scooter high atop the Amityville train station because there's no elevator. Fire crews had to carry him down.
Put the elevators in. You know, we need accessibility for everybody.
His lone voice now joined by a chorus of calls for the LIRR. 20% of the stations have no elevator or ramp. Among them, 4 stations in a row on the Babylon branch.
Massapequa Park, Amityville, Copiague, and Lindenhurst, there are no elevators.
Miles of tracks with no way for anyone in a walker or wheelchair to access them. State legislators signing a letter urging the railroad to finally fix a gap in accessibility.
He has to go miles on end to reach a railroad station. That's unacceptable after 30 years.
Nearly 30 years since the Americans with Disabilities Act. The LIRR says it's in compliance with the 1990 law, which only applied to new facilities and provided no funding for upgrades. The railroad says it takes accessibility very seriously and is constantly striving to improve access for all riders. 90% of the LIRR's riders use a station that's accessible, and more are on the way. But this disabled rider says not fast enough.
Get your act together and do what you're supposed to do.
Harewood says the investment is a must, not only for those in wheelchairs.
Those who have walkers, canes, elderly, mothers with children, people with heavy luggage.
With so many railroad improvements now underway, disability advocates say it's time for the most basic of upgrades, just getting riders up to the platform. In Amityville, Long Island, Carolyn Gussoff, TV 1055.
And 106 of the 124, or about 85% of LIRR stations, are currently accessible. 5 more stations are funded for accessibility improvements.